Hello my friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. I'm here with my weekly organization video. So last week I left you here on this spot in my guest room where I had a stack of books, or a couple stacks of books, and so like I said, I went through them and I kept about half of them, and the rest went to Goodwill. Yes, I departed with some, even the ones from my kids when they were little. So I kept some I got rid of all the paperback ones and just kept hardback books like Dr. Seuss and things like that, classic books that I kept for my granddaughter, actually, not even for junk journals, for my granddaughter. I have a little shelf in here. I'm not going to show it to you right now, but I have a little shelf with books for her right over on another wall in here. And so I had room on this shelf, actually, too. And so there they went. They were done. I was done with that. So I'm going to take you into my Etsy storage now. I've been promising to show you that. It's not a big deal, but I've been promising to show you because I don't keep that stuff in my craft room, so I'm going to show you where I do keep it. So just one second. So I'm going to start out with this chest here. This is a chest I have at the end of a bed here. Here's a bed right here, and I have this chest in here. This actually used to be a brown kind of faux leather or vinyl, kind of one of those brown storage units, you know, that are kind of have the puffy top, and it was all brown, and someone gave it to me, and I upholstered it here. I put this fabric on it, this right here, and this, and it came out really cute. But what I do with this is part of my Etsy storage. I'm going to open it up here and show you how I have some things in here, so it keeps it out of my way. It keeps it all safe and secure. You know, it doesn't get messed up, and I know exactly what's in here. I keep the linens in here and a few other things in there. Some trims and some eyelash trim there. Flashcards, you can see. It's not even full. I have actual room for more stuff, but you know, if I bring linens home that I put in my shop, this is where I put them. So that is one spot. And then let me close that back up, and I'll tell you, I have a closet in here that I have a shelf unit in the back corner of it. It's actually my closet where I keep my clothes. And in the back corner, I have it's actually a TV stand. And it has a bottom shelf, a middle shelf, and a top shelf. You know, the top shelf was meant to have your TV, and then the middle shelf or whatever, and then the bottom shelf. So that's where I keep my journals. When I make a journal, and then until it sells, I keep it on that little shelf unit in my closet with, and I keep my closet door closed. It has a solid door on it without any kind of ventilation as far as, little slats or anything. So nothing can get in there. No dust or anything gets in there. So not really any light gets in there. So I feel like it's a safe place to keep my journals out of harm's way. They don't really get touched until until it sells. So that's where I have a few journals right now that are in my shop. So let me show you my main storage here. Just one second. So I'm in that same room, and this is a couple of cabinets I got from Walmart, actually. I found them online, and it's exactly what I was looking for, and they fit this space. I wanted shelving with cabinets, doors that closed, so that I could fit them in between. See, I have two doors here. That's a closet, and that's a bathroom. Okay, so I wanted them to fit here. I wanted doors so that I can just put things in there and not have to look at it all the time. You know what I mean? And it doesn't look like, a bunch of stuff in my room. It doesn't like clutter up my room. It's very clean looking. Now I do have some stuff piled on top, as you can see. I probably could fit some of this inside, which maybe at some point I'll reorganize, but right now I have a few things in those suitcases that you see. They're little decorative suitcases that I used to use as a decoration in my living room, but now I have them in here with some things. Of course, that keeps the things nice and clean and dust free. And I have some other containers there too with some paper bags and things. But let me show you inside these units. See, it's got two doors on the top and two doors on the bottom. And these were not expensive, although I did have to put them together. And I did put them together by myself, so they're not, I'm pretty good at putting things together, so I don't think they were hard to put together, but if you're not good at putting things together, you might want some help. But let me open up. So it's got one shelf in here in the top part, and you can just see I have some things kind of just stacked in here pretty neatly, I would say. You know, not a lot. I have more room in here, so like I said, I could reorganize and put some of the stuff from the top in here, but I don't want it to be too stacked up so that it's like, you know, hard to get something out of here. So this is some odds and ends here, and then this bottom part right here has all like books, pretty much all books. There's a little sewing notion packet there. Some if you need elastic, I got a good deal for you there. But yeah, I put books here because I'll show you I got this unit second. I got the other one, and I was like, oh, I need another one, so I got this one at second. So the other unit that I'm going to show you in a second, I have books on the bottom, and it's like I sell a lot of books, so I've like always having to kneel down there and search through the books. And this one, I can stand up and search through the books, which I like better. So sometime if I reorganize the other one, I'll have to move the books up to the top because I like, you know, being able to, something I really get into a lot, and not having to sit down on the floor and go through it, you know what I mean? I'll show you in a second. But that's the top part, so you can see, not a big deal, but, you know, out of my sight, but neatly stored. So down here, I just have some other things that I have in my shop. Everything here is in my shop. There's postcards, there's recipe cards. This is all my dictionaries that I make dictionary packets out of when I sell a dictionary package. There's more postcards there and some other book pages that I have in my shop and odds and ends. So you can see there is a shelf in the middle there, and then, you know, things on the bottom. You can see I have them in the little shoe boxes too to keep them organized within this unit. So now I'm going to move over to the other unit. Just one second. Okay, so I'm going to open up the other one that's right next to that one that I just showed you. So there's just some odds and ends, you know, I just kind of have them neatly as I can stacked in here. Things that I sell in my shop. As you can see, it's not like stuffed full or anything, but I have 300 items in my shop, and I'm showing you where everything is right now. So, and then, you know, there's book pages. I have quite a few different book page and things like that, bundles in my shop. So this is all the different papers and things like that I have stacked here. So that's the top part of this one, and in the bottom part, that's where I have books. I told you I really wish I would have put them on the top and put that stuff on the top and the bottom, but here are the books that I have on the bottom, and both of these shelves are full of books here. So like down here I have 2 stacks of books there and 2 stacks, but I haven't organized. Like, these are all little golden books here that I have in my shop. In the back of that are Reader's Digest, and that's all the Reader's Digests I have in my shop, so I know exactly where to go if I need if it's a Reader's Digest, I go, you know, dig in back there. If it's a little golden book, I go through there. These are my first little golden books, all of them that I have in my shop. So they are all right here. So I just, you know, and if I sell one, I go right there. These are like readers, you know, children's readers. So if I sell one of the readers, I go right there. Back there are just some odds and ends books. So I kind of know, like, these books were listed before the ones in the other cabinet. So I kind of remember, like, oh, that book I listed, you know, at this time. Same with these. So I know it's probably going to be in this cabinet. So I kind of know where to go to from when I listed it. So I'll, like, come over here. If I know it's been in my shop for a while, I'll come over here and look first. And then if it's, you know, recently put in my shop, I go to the other cabinet where the books I've more recently listed. So, you know, kind of have it organized in my head that way. So, you know, I don't have any type of inventory sheet or anything. I just have it organized in that way. So I pretty much know exactly where to go to look for something when it's sold, when it sells. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions about that, let me know. But I like the way I do it. It works for me, and that's how I do it. So yeah, it's all right here. See, here's the cabinets. Here's this little thing. This is the closet where the journals are. So it's all right here. I'm going to take you into my craft room, and I'll tell you more about my shipping supplies in just a second, where I keep those. Okay, so as we're entering my craft room, let me tell you, I cleaned it up. I put away my Christmas stuff, so I'm going to show you around in a second. But I wanted to tell you where I keep my shipping supplies, and what I do. That, I showed you those cabinets in the other room, and right beside that was a bathroom door. And in that bathroom is a linen closet. So in that linen closet is where I keep my shipping supplies. I just have a stack of like the 2 different size envelopes that I use. I have a stack of priority mail boxes, medium flat rate and large flat rate pretty much. I have some small ones too. And so I just have all my different envelopes, just a few different sizes. I don't, go crazy with lots of different sizes. And then I have a little tote bag with all my little tissue paper and some envelopes, like envelopes that I put in envelopes, and just wrapping paper and little plastic bags and things like that, all in a tote bag. And that is all in that linen closet. So when I need to wrap something up, I have ribbons and everything in that little tote bag. So when I need to wrap something up, it's all in that room. The stuff I sold, the stuff to wrap it up with, the boxes, the envelopes, everything is right there all together. So it works for me. It's a simple system, but I know right where everything is. So I wanted to show you around my craft room today, and one thing I need to organize that I totally forgot about, and I'll show you that at the end of this video, but let me start. So I'm going to start off in this year and start off the next year with trying to finish, and a lot of people do this, and I did it last year, trying to finish up some unfinished projects. So this is kind of an ongoing project with strips, using up strips. I probably have more in my scrap box, but these are some scraps or strip scraps I've been putting here that I want to sew together and make little page edge like clusters and decorations. So I have that project to do. So as you can see, everything looks pretty clean. I cleaned up. It wasn't a big mess, but I put away a few things. I had last week, I showed you my embossing folder, and I did take some time since I have a few days off for Christmas. I had fun with that yesterday, and I put it in one of these envelopes now that I've tried it out, and I keep all my embossing folders, and not that I have a lot. I have like this one and a couple others, little small ones, but I keep them in this box, which I have shown you before when I was reorganizing. I got these little envelopes with a little Velcro closure here. So all my dies and my embossing, whatever I have, is in here, and then the extra ones are in the back. I do have all of these that are extra. I thought I would have more extra than that, but I only have about 8 extra there. So, but they still all fit in that box. I don't want to get any more than that because, then they wouldn't fit in there, right? So this is my next project. I'm going to start that hopefully this week while I'm off for Christmas. My box of tissues. This is those notebooks I'm decorating. I gave 2 of them to my friends already for Christmas, and they loved them. They thought they were so cute. This one, the girl I'm giving this to at work, she went out of town for Christmas before I knew it, and so I didn't get to give her hers yet. But when I go back to work next week, I will bring that for her. But then I want to decorate the other ones that I got too. I got more. If I don't do that soon, I might put this away, but I would like to work on some of those and decorating some of those, and maybe even put some in my shop. So see if anybody would like any. So as you go around, there was some things laying around here that I put away, Christmas stuff, and there was my quilting tag pile project was here. I put that away in the top drawer of that three drawer unit in my guest room. I put it in the top drawer, and if you saw that video, was it last week, where I showed you I had some fabric in that top drawer. Well, I took the fabric out. I couldn't stand it, like, as far as, I don't know, it's just bugging me. I was like, I don't know, you know, what if this is taking up space? I don't know if I want to use this fabric for that project that I got it for. I have other fabric I could use, and this is not my favorite. So I actually gave it to Goodwill. Thanks. I don't think I'll be sorry, because I have plenty more fabric. You've seen all my fabric, right? So I have plenty more. And now I had an empty drawer, so I put the quilt project stuff in there so I don't have it cluttering up my desk here. Over here I had some odds and ends, including my scrapbook calendar. And I had that pulled out because I had pulled out some Christmas pages, and I used some of those. I didn't use them all during Christmas, so I ended up going ahead, since, you know, Christmas is coming, you know, almost done. I put away the scrapbook calendar that was sitting right here, so I know I've got a big empty space. I put away all my Christmas stuff, which actually was sitting, let me take you back over here. I think I showed it to you. 2 12 by 12 boxes were sitting there on the floor. I put them, I kind of reorganized the boxes and got everything in the boxes that I already had, even though I bought a couple new things this year, and got it all back into those 3 Christmas boxes that I have, and put those away in my closet where they were before I got them out. Now this is my project cart. As you can see, that middle little, what is it, place there is empty. I have a green, this is from Dollar Tree, but that's the little place there, the second shelf, middle shelf, whatever, and these little green baskets fit right in there, so I just left that in there. This is my December journal that I'm still working on, and I have all the pieces in there, and this is some things I'd like to use up. If I don't use them up soon, I'll put them away, but I'd like to try to use them up. And then that's the same story with this stuff down here. It's a couple of projects and other things that I want to just use up so I don't have to put them away. So that's my goal that I'm talking about, unfinished projects. That's all I've got, whatever's down there. This little pile here and those strips over there that I showed you about my sewing machine. So pretty much everything is cleaned up. I have a little heater going on in here. That's my tiny baby heater there. But see, here's my table all cleaned up. I wanted to show you these in a video sometime. I don't want to tell you what it is right now, but that's a future video that I showed you. It's been sitting there. But what I have that I forgot about, let me take you around here, is this bag right here. This is some Thrifty Thursday stuff, and I had another bag like this. I'm going to put it up here on my table. But I had another bag like this in a box, and that I already went through and put away. And I don't know why. This was sitting in the other room by those cabinets I just showed you where I have my Etsy storage. And I was like, oh my goodness, that bag is still there. I can't believe I didn't put that away yet. Excuse me, I'm going to cough just 1 second. So I don't know what's in here, but I think there's a lot of good stuff in here. See these fabrics, all kinds of goodies in here. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about all this stuff. So, you know, oh my goodness, there's a lot of good fabrics in here. So I gotta find a spot for all of these. So I'm gonna go through this, and I'm pulling it out right now. But I'm gonna go through and put this stuff away. Beautiful stuff. Oh my goodness, look at that. Doilies that I forgot about. Oh my goodness. All of this fun stuff. Oh my god. Wow, this was fabric week, wasn't it? Or weeks, whatever this was. Probably several weeks here. But I was cleaning up my craft room, and there's some books down in there. Anyway, I'm going to go through it. Look at all this. I just pulled it out of there. So that's my goal for this week, to put that bag away. I will, if I end up making any bundles, that's usually what happens when I go through a bag or a box or something. I usually end up making some more bundles for my shop. So I'll let you know what happens next week, and that's going to be my goal for this week, to go through this bag and then see what kind of progress what kind of progress I can make on the unfinished projects, which is those strips and that pretty much that bottom shelf there in my rolly cart, and that little bit of stuff at the top of my rolly cart. So I will show you my progress next week. I'm going to get this done for sure, And I'm going to say I want to get those strips done for sure, and then see if I get anything else done. I don't know. I do have a couple of days off for Christmas, so I could get it all done. We'll see. Come back and see me next week and in my next videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and stay tuned for my next projects, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day. Happy crafting.